您现在收看的是华视教育文化频道，接下来要播出的是商用英语会话上。
Hi students, we're back, and I'm your teacher Lisa. Hope you're ready for today's lesson. How are you today, Robin?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm looking forward to today's lesson.
Yeah, as usual, before we start our lesson, Robin, would you mind taking a few minutes or a few seconds to review what we have learned last week?
Yes, last week was a very helpful lesson. We learned about making introductions, how to introduce yourself to someone else, how to introduce your coworkers to a new business partner, and how to reintroduce yourself if it's been a while since you saw your friend.
Yeah, that's what we learned last week. And today we have a brand new lesson for our students. Well, maybe it's the time let's to look at our chapter focus.
Number 1, to learn many different ways to ask about people's jobs.
今天我们第一个焦点就是要学习怎么样用不同的方式问别人的工作。
Number 2, to be able to describe his or her own job in English.
我们也会学习怎么样用英文来描述你的工作内容。
Lisa, have you ever been to a cocktail party?
Cocktail party. Well, you want to talk about this?
A cocktail party, yes. Cocktail party will be in the early evening. They will serve alcoholic drinks and snacks, appetizers. It's a time for you to socialize and to relax.
OK， 刚刚 Robin 老师问老师说，我有没有被邀请去过任何的 cocktail party， 就是鸡尾酒会。一般鸡尾酒会是一个比较一个正式的一个晚上早一点的时候，它的一个 party， 通常会有一些酒精，含有酒精类的一些饮料，或者是一些开胃甜点、前菜之类的。Let me answer your question. Yes, I did. I've been to many different cocktail parties, been invited to many one when I was with the Crown Van Lines. I remember one time I was invited to a farewell party that was given to one ambassador, and the farewell party was organized by our government. That was a very special experience. I was entering in line to enter the ballroom, and I remember that the National Defense Minister was ahead of me, and the Foreign Affairs Minister was behind me. I was just surrounded by people with the big names.
Wow, indeed. How did you know the ambassador?
Well, the Crown Van Lines was responsible for moving this ambassador's household goods, and I used to help this ambassador Lopez to do lots of paperwork. So that's why I got invited.
Congratulations.
Okay. All right. 刚刚老师就问到了过去老师的经验，参加鸡尾酒会被邀请过。有一次是经验是非常特别的，就是被邀请到国宴里头哈，是一个大使的一个告别就是 farewell， 就是他要离开台湾的一个 farewell party。That was very special。那时候老师要进入那个酒会的时候，前面是国防部长在我前面，后边是外交部长在我后边。 I was just surrounded by people with the big name， 都是大人物哈。所以刚刚老师用了几个词，刚刚一个生字就是 indeed，and Robin, you using indeed. I thought that was a good word for our students to learn. And we also talk about responsible for. Can you give us a little more explanation on these words?
We use several new words that I want to talk a little more about. We did mention a cocktail party, and I did describe what happens for cocktail parties. Often a cocktail party is for business, but sometimes it can just be for fun with friends.
All right.
But it is a good chance to meet other people in your field. We use the word indeed, and it means surely. Wow, that's great, indeed. It's a word for a little surprise, equal to sure.
Okay. 刚刚Robin 老师说的 cocktail party 不单只有那个 business 的情况下会有这些 party， 有一些时候朋友们也会有这些 cocktail party， 然后在那个地方彼此可以认识彼此。还有刚刚说的那个 indeed， 就是指是吗？真的回应对方前面所说的，有一点觉得哇，这真是很特别的经验。Indeed， 真的是好的经验。
Now, there were two other words we also used, responsible for. Someone who's responsible for something, that means it's their job. Their boss will fire them if they don't do it. You're responsible.
Okay, when you are responsible for something, you are supposed to do something because that's your responsibilities. Okay, responsible for 就是你是负责什么事情的哈？Okay, there's one more key word.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. 恭喜你，别忘记这个字要加上 s。Okay, it's a plural. Okay, 复数。Congratulations. 恭喜你啊，这是很当你要恭喜别人的时候就可以这么说。OK， 同学们，接下去我们要看的就是 Conversation One。在第一个 Conversation One 里头，我们看到了 Sam 跟在这个 cocktail party 里头跟别人介绍他的工作。我们现在来一起观看这个短剧。
It's a nice party, isn't it?
It is. It's a great party. I am glad I get a chance to meet so many representatives from different countries. Speaking of representatives, you're from Mayflower, aren't you?
That's right. What about you? Which company are you with?
I work for Crown Van Lines.
Crown Van Lines. It's a great company.
Indeed. Tell me more about your job. What department are you in at Mayflower?
Well, I'm in the sales department. I'm responsible for training new sales reps. I also supervise them when they're working in the field.
I see. That sounds like an interesting job.
It's very challenging, but I love it. Are you also working for the sales department at Crown?
I used to, but starting this year, I transferred to the marketing department as the manager there.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, it's been nice talking to you.
My pleasure.
Robin, what does a representative do?
Oh, that's a good question. The representative will represent the company.
Okay.
And what that means is he stands for the company. What he says, he can make choices and decisions, and he stands for the company. So he carries a lot of responsibility.
Okay, representative 代表 ，OK， 代表这个公司，他可以谈事情，他可以做决定。Well, representative seems to be a long word. Does it have a short term for this long word?
Yes, and by using just the shortened form rep, R-E-P,
Rep.
you hear that often in business, a sales rep. Many times they just use rep, much quicker, faster.
Okay.
You can get more business done
Rep.
if you use shorter
Okay,
words.
所以同学们可以学这个字 rep， 就是 representative 的意思，代表 rep。REP 太长你就没有全部念完，你可以就是什么，他说有时候名片上常常会看到有人就用什么customer service rep department sales rep 之类的哈。All right, there's one other thing I like to know, Robin. Does it what do you do when you supervise people at work? Supervise people at work.
Supervise. The person who is the supervisor will watch over the other workers to make sure a job gets done. And so his job is to administrate, to monitor that, to watch it.
OK, supervise 这个字就是监督哈，监督人哈能够监督或者是有时候我们也会用这个字有名词，待会我们可以看哈。但 supervise 这个动词就是说监督人。Robin, have you ever been a supervisor?
Yes, and when you supervise people, probably 4 areas are important. You will first check the quality of the work. You want it to be up to the standard of your company. You want to make sure the work is being done on schedule, that they won't be late, that they won't be behind schedule, but right on time.
OK.
Number 3, you want to make sure the team is working together. Is each person on the team doing their job correctly? And the last one, the supervisor will check the customer. Customer service. Is the customer happy with this? So the supervisor has a big job.
OK, 刚刚老师问他说他有没有当过 supervise， 那他就告诉老师他当 supervise 的时候他会看哪些层面的东西。首先他会看到就是这个人的 check。这个人的工作是不是有合乎标准哈？来 check 他的 standard 然后还有呢，要确定工作是不是有按照时间表完成，是不是 on schedule？ 同时他也会知道，当你 supervise 的时候，绝对不是只有 supervise 一个人，可能是好多人。都是你要看他们的工作，你要看他们每一个人是不是都做他们被分配好要做的工作，这个也是 supervisor 要做的事。Of course， 一个 supervisor 他 need to make sure 这个他们的 customer service 是不是不错这也是他整个 supervise 的一个范围。Well, I think there was one of the key words I talked about used to, we used to do something. Can you give us more explanation on this word, on this phrase?
Used to, if you say I used to, it means in the past you did this action, this verb. I used to live in Taiwan, now I live in America.
Okay, used to, okay.这个意思就是指你过去的经验或者是行为，所以这总是表示是指过去的哈。I used to live in Taipei, but now live in Taichung. 我过去是住在台北的，但是现在我住在台中。小心这个字不能跟 be 动词在一起用 ，OK？ 一定要当作动词 I used to， 然后后边要用原形的动词。OK， 接下去我们来看下一个 conversation 2。在这个 conversation 里头，我们听到他们彼此在互相描述自己的工作。我们看他们是怎么描述自己的工作。All right, let's take a look at our conversation 2. Well, I'm working in the customer service department.
Customer service. It's a key to succeed in any business.
That's true.
What do you do to serve customers?
Well, first, we have a toll-free phone number for customers to call whenever they need it.
Does your company actually answer the calls or use a voice system?
We do have a receptionist to answer the calls during the weekdays, but the system will automatically turn into a voice system for customers to use after work hours or on the weekends.
What are your responsibilities?
Well, I file the claims. Whenever the customers are unsatisfied with our products or complain about our service, I'll have them fill out a claim sheet. Then we investigate the claim.
That's important. Do you work in shifts?
What do you mean?
Do you work the same shift every day?
Yes, I work the same hours from 9 to 5.
I see.
And now, it's your turn. Tell me more about your job.
Okay. I'm a sales rep.
OK， 在商场上呢是非常重要的，你要跟别人介绍你到底是做什么的，然后你是跟什么公司，为什么公司工作。It's always important to describe your job. When you meet someone in the business field, you talk about your company, you talk about what do you do, and talk about your job, so people can get to know you more, not only about you, but also about your company. Is that right?
It's a very common topic, and so we hope that today's lesson will give you many ways to practice and see all the types of things you can discuss. And I suggest that you prepare. You can practice and write out what kind of job it is and what the responsibilities for that job are, and so that you can be prepared to discuss, because it's so common.
OK， 因为在商场上介绍自己的工作也是你可以总是先预备的，像这样子在英文你要用英文表达你可以先预备好你到底是什么工作，你的公司是做什么的哈What does your company do? What's your responsibility in this company? Okay, what department? Which department are you working for? That was all those questions you can always prepare, so you will feel more comfortable when you meet people that you need to speak English. Okay, right now I think it's the time to move our key words and phrases.
Transfer.
To move from one job, office, or department to another in the same company.
Roger is transferring to the Shanghai office next year.
Roger 明年将调往上海的公司。
Toll-free.
A toll-free telephone number is one that you can call without having to pay.
In the USA, a toll-free telephone number starts 1-800, but in Taiwan it begins 0800.
在美国，免付费的电话号码是1800，在台湾是0800。
File.
To put documents into a container with other documents, or to take action and make an official complaint.
Today's agenda is to file these invoices.
今天的工作就是要将这些发票档案建档。
Unsatisfied.
Unhappy, disappointed, displeased.
Unsatisfied with something or unsatisfied with somebody. Honestly, I am unsatisfied with your service.
坦白说，我对你们的服务不满意。
Shift.
The scheduled work hours. For examples, day shift 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock, evening shift from 3 to 11, night shift from 11 to 7.
People at this factory all work a 12-hour shift.
在工厂的人都是工作12小时。OK， 接下去我们会再一次的 repeat 这些 key words, but I'm going to give you some Chinese translation. OK, and 我们还会给你另外一个 new example, 新的例句。OK, here we go.
Transfer.
调动。
Sally was transferred from accounting to marketing.
Sally 从会计部门调到市场部门。
Toll-free.
免费的。
This company provides a toll-free number to improve their customer service.
这个公司提供免费的电话，所以他们可以改善他们的服务顾客的品质。
File.
归档。
Lynn filed an insurance claim last month, but hasn't received an answer yet.
上个月 Lynn 申请了保险的理赔，但是至今还没收到回音。
Unsatisfied.
不满意的。
You can get a refund if you are unsatisfied with this product.
如果你对产品不满意，你可以退款的。
Shift.
轮班制。
I work the day shift, but Melody works the night shift, so we don't see each other very often.
我是做早班的 ，Melody 是做晚班的，所以我们从来没有见到彼此。Okay, 同学们，before we move on, I just want to say something that I like to make a point. You know, how do you carry a conversation? Talk about conversation. When you make a conversation, it really takes two to have a great conversation, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I think that it's almost like a game of ping pong. Mm-hmm. You need to give an answer and give the answer with a question so they can return it back to you. Mm-hmm. If you only answer yes and no, it stops and there's no conversation.
That's right.
So there are many ways to keep the conversation going. We want to encourage you to be prepared to ask those specific questions and maybe give more detailed description of your own job, and that will be interesting to them.
OK， 刚刚老师说的，我们要谈，老师要谈一个，就是说，在商场上我们在做 conversation 的时候，一个非常好的一个对话，通常是两方的哈。你不单单只有问对方问题，你也要准备回答他的问题。所以刚刚Robin 老师用了，就是好像是打乒乓球哈，意思就是有趣。求就是有回，不然呢，这个 conversation 如果你就问人家how was your weekend， 你就说 great， 但是你没有再问人家说 what about yours， and then 对方就没有机会跟你回答哈。So conversation takes two way， then the conversation can go on and on. And Robin 老师还说到了，就是 you can always prepare how to talk about your job, and you can talk about your responsibilities. But also, I think an earlier chapter we learned a great tip is to listen. You not only give them questions, but also you listen what they talked. So then you can ask a further question about from what you heard from what they said.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
All right. I think that before we move on, and we can take a little break, and we'll come back for similar expressions. Okay, 现在我们要来学习的是 asking about jobs。and describing jobs 两个 category 不同的哈，那待会老师会请 Robin 老师念，这些都是他所说的，这些都是你可以用来问人家的工作，然后可以怎么描述你的工作。我们现在来一起学习。
What do you do? What do you do for a living? Where do you work?
OK， 这三句都是可以问到关于别人的工作。OK， 这三句都是非常好的练习。你除了这样之外，你可能还要问他们公司。OK， 我们来看怎么问人家的公司。
Which company are you with? What's the name of your company? What company are you working for?
OK， 这三句都是可以再进一步要知道别人是为哪家公司工作的。那么也许你想要知道更多关于他的工作，那现在我们来看怎么问人家的工作。
What's your position in the company? What's your responsibility in the company? Which department are you in?
OK， 除了问人家做什么，问人家的公司之外，这三句就是可以来更让你了解到他们在公司里头的职务跟他们的做什么，特别是负责做什么的。Okay, what about describing jobs?
I am a bookkeeper, accountant, office clerk, secretary, manager, sales rep.
OK， 当你要告诉别人我是做什么的时候，你就可以用 I am 什么职务 OK， 下边这些都是不同的工作 OK， 来我们看还有什么方法。
I'm in the accounting department. I'm responsible for bookkeeping. I work for ABC Company.
OK， 这几个也是很好的一个方法来说明你是在哪一个部门的，你是 responsible for 你是负责做什么的。 I am responsible for something. I'm in the 什么部门哈 OK， 还有我们要知道的更多关于他的工作。
I work full-time or part-time, or I work rotating shifts. I clock in at 8 in the morning and clock out at 5.
除此之外，同学们也许想要知道他的上班是全时间，还是full-time、part-time， 还是 rotating shifts 轮班。同时你也可以说明我是工作几点上班，有些人是 clock in at 9， 有人是 clock in at 8 and clock out at 5， 8点上班5点下班， clock in and clock out 就是你打卡，就是用这个片语。接下来老师会再重放我们刚刚的对话，这一次出现的时候就没有那个字幕了，同学可以再一次的练习看看可不可以完全都跟上。All right， 我们 replay the conversations.
It's a nice party, isn't it?
It is. It's a great party. I am glad I get a chance to meet so many representatives from different countries. Speaking of representatives, you're from Mayflower, aren't you?
That's right. What about you? Which company are you with?
I work for Crown Van Lines.
Crown Van Lines. It's a great company.
Indeed. Tell me more about your job. What department are you in at Mayflower?
Well, I'm in the sales department. I'm responsible for training new sales reps. I also supervise them when they're working in the field.
I see. That sounds like an interesting job.
It's very challenging, but I love it. Are you also working for the sales department at Crown?
I used to, but starting this year, I transferred to the marketing department as the manager there.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, it's been nice talking to you.
My pleasure.
Well, I'm working in the customer service department.
Customer service. It's a key to succeed in any business.
That's true.
What do you do to serve customers?
Well, first, we have a toll-free phone number for customers to call whenever they need it.
Does your company actually answer the calls or use a voice system?
We do have a receptionist to answer the calls during the weekdays, but the system will automatically turn into a voice system for customers to use after work hours or on the weekends.
What are your responsibilities?
Well, I file the claims. Whenever the customers are unsatisfied with our products or complain about our service, I'll have them fill out a claim sheet. Then we investigate the claim.
That's important. Do you work in shifts?
What do you mean?
Do you work the same shift every day?
Yes, I work the same hours from 9 to 5.
I see.
And now, it's your turn. Tell me more about your job.
Okay. I'm a...
同学 Practice is the key, you know. 每一次学什么，我觉得就是要练习。也许同学觉得我怎么练习？我又没有外国朋友在我旁边。Okay, that's what my suggestion for you. You can always practice with your colleagues and your classmates from all different backgrounds. I know in the classroom, 他们都来自不同的业界的人。找时间问他们 What do you do? And which company are you with? What's your position in your company?
What do you do?
I'm a clerk.
Which company are you with?
I work for Crown Van Lines.
How do you like your job?
It was okay.
What is your responsibility?
I supervise the clerks of the department. Okay, 同学，时间快没了哈。We better give our student a quick review before we let you go.
Well, today we learned many different ways that you can ask people about their jobs and ways you can describe your own job.
Okay, student, hope to see you back and have a great day. Bye-bye.
She 对不起，我没说对不起。